So the
Good.
other thing that happened that was a big deal that we figured out with Dr. Plotner was that
Yes.
she had extreme yeast overgrowth in her
All right.
bowel, which was causing the issues of distension. So every time she ate anything that had carbohydrates at all, the yeast was blooming and fermenting the food, making her hugely distended, and her intestines were not strong enough to pass that gas, which is where we were
Right.
getting the pseudo obstructions. So once we started the GAPS diet, we started to see a reduction in the gas, but first it was an increase because the yeast
Okay.
was dying off
Oh,
from
yeah.
the good foods that we were putting in. And we only started her on, she was very sensitive at the time. So we only started her on chicken broth, organic chicken broth, chicken organs, and butter. That's what we started her on. That's all she was
My
getting.
goodness.
We were
Okay.
putting it through her G tube. And I remember I had this conversation with the dietitians. I just want to mention this real quick. I had a conversation with the dietitians. They really didn't want us to do home blended feeds because they weren't sure if she would get all the nutrition that she needed. And I mentioned this to Dr. Plotner and she said, no, everything she needs is in these. So
Right.
I said to them, please give me all your off the shelf formula.